Close your eyes and picture it. After months of secretly dreaming, the call finally comes. Not from a scout. Not from an open audition. From YG Entertainment itself. We've been watching you. You're ready. No waiting. No press release. Just one plane ticket. Destination, Seoul. You land under the dusky glow of city lights. A black van picks you up, the driver silent, mysterious. You clutch your duffel bag, heart pounding louder than your footsteps. Finally, the van stops at an upscale apartment building in the heart of Gangnam. Security waves you through. You ride the elevator in silence, watching the floor numbers light up. 11th floor. 12th floor. 13th. Ding. You step into a hallway lined with soft lights and polished floors. One door stands open, gold numbers, 1503. Inside, sleek interiors, designer couches, a quiet hum of music from somewhere deeper in the dorm. You see 4 doors, each closed. But the last one, at the end of the hallway, slowly creaks open. You step in, and there they are. Jennie, seated casually with her signature charisma. Jisoo, standing by the mirror, holding a brush like a microphone. Rose, lounging on the floor with her guitar across her lap. Lisa, mid-dance step, pausing as you walk in. 4 icons. 4 global superstars. And now, they're looking straight at you. Jennie tilts her head and smiles with that calm confidence. "We're 5 now," she says softly, almost like a secret. Then she leans forward just slightly. "What's your name?" You freeze. All you can think about is the posters in your childhood room. The choreo you practiced at midnight when no one was watching. The lyrics you memorized like prayers. But now, this is real. This is the beginning. And just like that, you become the secret 5th member of Blackpink. Your alarm goes off at exactly 6 a.m. The sky outside is still a soft shade of blue, soul barely awake, but you're already on your feet. The day starts like a sprint. You barely have time to sip your morning tea before the vocal coach arrives. Scales, breath control, enunciation, all repeated again and again until your throat feels raw. But you push through, because that's what they do too. By 9 a.m., you're in the dance studio. The walls are mirrors, the floor is cold, and the music is loud. You start with warm-ups, then move into choreography drills that seem endless. Every step has to be sharp. Every transition, seamless. And always, always, energy. Jennie shows you how to hold presence with your eyes, even when your body is exhausted. Lisa breaks down the footwork in da-da-do with patient precision. Rose helps you stretch out your sore legs after hours of rehearsal. Jisoo, ever the silent anchor, leaves you a cooling patch and water bottle at your locker with a sticky note, "You're doing well." The training is brutal. Some days, you wonder if you belong. But then, something shifts. One afternoon, while reviewing Coachella footage, you witness a moment that sticks with you. Jennie, overwhelmed with emotion, breaks into tears backstage. Lisa doesn't say a word, she just wraps her arms around her tightly. You feel something stir in your chest. That moment isn't about fame. It's about family. After practice one evening, Rose plays a voice memo on her phone. It's her rehearsal in Vietnam, where she shouted with laughter, "Hanoi, we love you." Completely off script. The other girls burst into giggles remembering it. Lisa nudges you and says, "You'll have your moment like that too." It hits you then. This isn't just about stage lights and fandoms. It's about enduring 14-hour days together. About picking each other up when one falls. About trust and late-night meals and unspoken understanding. Blackpink isn't just a group. It's a bond forged in sweat, tears, and rhythm. And somehow, despite the years they've spent together before you came along, they make space for you in that bond. Not because you've earned it all yet, but because they believe you will. It happens late one night, long after the main lights in the dorm have dimmed. You've just finished your stretching routine, ready to collapse into bed, when Jisoo appears at your doorway holding a glowing pink lantern. "Come," she says softly. "It's time." You follow her down a short hallway to a small room you've never noticed before. The door creaks open. Inside, it's bathed in a warm, rose-colored hue. The walls are lined with Polaroids, moments frozen in time, debut day, tour buses, tearful backstage hugs, sleepy airport selfies. In the center, a projector hums quietly. Jennie, Rose, and Lisa are already seated on floor cushions, legs tucked beneath them like a familiar ceremony. They motion for you to sit. Without a word, Rose taps her phone. The screen comes alive, Light Up the Sky begins to play. At first, you watch like any other fan. You know these clips. You've seen them before, the glittering Coachella stage, the booming crowd, the fireworks. But here, with them beside you, everything feels different. Jennie flinches at her own breakdown on screen, the moment the pressure cracked through her calm. Lisa reaches for her hand. Jisoo lowers her gaze when her voice trembles during a confessional interview. Rose's fingers tighten on the edge of her cushion when the camera shows her isolating herself in the studio, struggling to be heard. You begin to understand, this wasn't just a documentary. It was a scar map. Between the edits and music overlays, you hear the truth that was too raw for the screen. 14-hour training days. Scoldings for missing a beat. Falling asleep in rehearsal clothes. Losing friends. Losing time. Almost losing themselves. When the documentary ends, no one speaks for a while. Then Lisa leans forward, takes your hand. One by one, the others join, forming a circle. "This isn't online," Jennie says, her voice low. "We've never shown this. It's our ritual," Jisoo adds. "Before every major performance. Always." "Not superstition," Rose says. "It's survival." And in that circle of interlocked fingers, under the soft pink light, you feel it. A pulse. A calm. A wordless strength passed between palms. You realize it's not about the fear of performing, it's about the memory of surviving. Each show is a reminder of how far they've come, and what they almost lost. And now, you're part of that circle. Not just to sing or dance, but to carry one another. This is the side of Blackpink no camera sees. Not because they hide it, but because it's sacred. It starts the way most things do these days, a TikTok. Late at night, curled up in your bed after rehearsal, you scroll past videos of fan edits and theory threads. But one catches your eye, slow zooms of old YG practice room footage, blurred silhouettes in the corner, a fifth girl whose face is never clear. The caption reads, "What happened to the hidden Blackpink trainee who vanished before debut?" You've seen the comments before. There was supposed to be 5. She trained with them for years, then disappeared. Maybe it was a PR move, maybe she left, maybe she's still under contract. Some believe she was real. Some think it's myth. But now, you're here. And curiosity gnaws at the back of your mind. One afternoon, while sharing smoothies after practice, you finally ask, "So, was there really supposed to be a 5th member?" Jenny's expression flickers, not with surprise, but recognition. She sets down her drink, leans in slightly. "There was always a 5th, she says. But not the way people think. Jisoo nods slowly. He's never on stage, but he's always there. Lisa grins. Teddy. Rose laughs under her breath. The mastermind. That night, they take you to the YG basement studio. It's late. The hallways are quiet. The air smells like coffee and old soundproofing foam. And there he is, Teddy Park. Black cap. Hoodie. Surrounded by glowing monitors and speakers that hum like sleeping giants. He doesn't greet you like a stranger. "Ah," he says, eyes narrowing in a half smile. The 5th heartbeat. He waves you over, motions to the wall covered in scribbled notes, fragments of lyrics, bold concept sketches. At the center, pink venom. He speaks in a rhythm, almost like verse. It's contradiction. Sweet and savage. Velvet and fire. That's Blackpink. That's always been Blackpink. He tells you how he's been crafting that identity since the beginning, long before their debut. Every drop, every chorus, every silence between beats. He built the space where the girls could be both soft and dangerous, pretty and powerful. Teddy isn't just our producer, Jenny whispers later. He's the invisible 5th. The one who shaped our sound, our mood, our defiance. You look at the wall again. Scribbled lyrics, half melodies, unfinished verses. Then Teddy tosses a pen your way. "Let's try something new," he says. "You're here now." In that moment, you realize maybe the 5th member was never missing. Maybe she was never gone. Maybe she was always waiting for you. A few weeks after you arrive, they start trusting you with more than choreography counts and harmonizing lines. One rainy afternoon, while everyone else is at rehearsal, you're left alone in their shared workspace, a private room tucked beside the main living area, usually kept locked. Jenny had tossed you the key with a smirk. "Wanna see the real backstage?" You step inside. It's not a studio, not a glam room, not even a trophy shelf. It's a command center. Laptops stacked, binders color-coded, whiteboards scribbled with brainstorm bubbles, vision boards taped to the walls, full of runway sketches, gaming avatars, global campaign mock-ups, and entire calendars filled with launch dates and content drops. You run your fingers across a thick folder labeled Endorsements 2023 to 2025. Inside, contracts from Kia Motors, Jazzwares Blackpink dolls, PUBG Mobile crossover skins, Adidas capsule drops, Gentle Monster X Jisoo collab, even their COP26 climate ambassador proposal. These aren't just ads. They are movements. Each one a strategic extension of the Blackpink identity, not just as artists, but as influencers, advocates, icons. Next, you tap open a laptop, instinctively, half curious. The inbox is full. Subject lines jump out at you. Solo rebranding strategy, Lisa 2.0, Q2 launch. Jisoo variety pathway, from idol to actress to host. Spotify security escalation, data breach suspected. Blackpink comeback postponement, revised global rollout plan. You blink. No full group comeback in 2025? You click on a draft proposal. It's titled, The Next Chapter. The mood is calm, not panicked. Strategic. The plan is to explore individual branding. Lisa's heading to fashion and choreography mentorship. Rose is recording a solo acoustic EP in London. Jenny is launching a bilingual visual series, half music, half monologue. Jisoo has signed on to 2 Netflix originals. And yet, even apart, the group is still everywhere. In another tab, you find scripts. Not just performance scripts, skits. There's a hilarious draft for a variety show appearance where Blackpink pretends to run a ramen shop in disguise. Another file includes voiceover lines for an animated special, Light Up the Sky, Season 2, now reimagined as a fictionalized adventure through time. There's even an NDA-marked concept titled, Jenny and the AI Idol, a satirical comedy cameo for a major streaming platform. As you sit there absorbing it all, the door opens. Rose peeks in. So? Blown away? You nod, still stunned. She smiles. People think we're just about music. But the truth is, Blackpink is a brand, a universe, a language. You realize this space is more than a planning room. It's where the next version of Blackpink is being built, deliberately, globally, unapologetically. And now, you're part of that blueprint. Not just on the stage, but behind the curtain where the real empires rise. The night feels heavier than usual. The city glows beneath you, Seoul's lights blinking like tiny stars stretched across the horizon, as if the universe flipped upside down. But up here, on the dorm balcony, it's quiet. Peaceful. Almost sacred. You sit in a circle with them on a soft blanket someone spread out. A couple of mugs filled with hot tea. A small pot of bubbling instant ramen, the spicy aroma mixing with the night air. No cameras. No managers. No schedules. Just the five of you, like sisters after a long journey that changed something deep inside you. Lisa is humming softly, head leaned against the railing. Rose plucks slow, gentle chords on her travel guitar. Jisoo is doodling stars on your arm with a pink marker, laughing when she messes up. Jenny doesn't say much at first. She just watches you with a look that's both proud and a little bittersweet. You all talk for hours, about everything and nothing. Inside jokes from rehearsal bloopers. That one time Lisa tripped mid-choreo and pretended it was part of the dance. Rose's obsession with collecting hotel slippers. Jisoo's late-night conspiracy theories. Jenny's quiet advice during your breakdown in week 2. Then suddenly, Jenny reaches across and takes your hand. Her fingers are warm, grounding. You made us feel whole, she says softly. Like we've always been four corners of something beautiful, but you're the center. You're the fifth heartbeat. No one says anything for a moment. Even the wind pauses. And that's when you realize you weren't just passing through. You became part of the rhythm, the harmony, the laughter, the struggle, the very story of Blackpink. Later that night, after everyone's gone to sleep, you return to your room to start packing. The posters on your wall, the training shoes lined neatly by your bed, the notebook filled with lyrics and lessons, it all feels heavier now. Full of meaning. On your pillow, there's an envelope. Inside, a folded note, written by 4 different hands. Each line a different voice. Each word a piece of their heart. Stay true to yourself. Keep dancing like no one's watching. Laugh loud. Cry when you need. Love harder than ever. The world may change, but you'll always be one of us. At the bottom, 5 names. Not 4. Jenny. Jisoo. Rose. Lisa. You. You press the note to your chest. It doesn't feel like an ending. It feels like a beginning, written in ramen steam, pink light, and stardust. And as the city breathes below you, you whisper back, I'll carry you with me. Always. Thank you, Blackpink. To Jenny, Jisoo, Rose, Lisa, and the invisible you. Thank you for showing us what strength looks like when it's wrapped in beauty, and what softness sounds like when it's backed by fire. Thank you for the long nights you spent in practice rooms, pushing through bruises, sore throats, and silent tears, when no one was clapping, when no spotlight shone, when giving up would have been easier. Thank you for choosing to stay, to fight, to to believe in something bigger than yourselves. To Jenny, for your quiet leadership and fierce elegance. You taught us how to command a room not by shouting, but by knowing who you are. To Jisoo, for your warmth, your humor, and your unwavering calm in chaos. You reminded us that being steady is its own kind of rebellion. To Rose, for your voice that aches and heals in the same breath, and your courage to be vulnerable in a world that often punishes honesty. To Lisa, for your limitless energy, unshakable dedication, and the way you turn every beat into a heartbeat. And to you, the fifth member we never saw coming, but always needed. Thank you for stepping into the story not to change it, but to complete it. Thank you, Blackpink, for being more than idols, for being human. For showing us that even global powerhouses have wounds, fears, doubts, and still rise together. You built an empire on rhythm and style, but you kept it standing with loyalty, laughter, and love. To every blink around the world, we saw you watching, crying, singing, growing. We were never just fans. We were part of this with you. So here's to the sisterhood, the silence between the screams, the meaning behind every lyric, the message behind every stare. We heard you. We remember. And we always will.